So let's say that you, yes you, an innocent Instagram user, happens to stumble upon the account of say me Rina, and you thought, wow, I'm having fun, I love this type of content. Well, I have good news for you, buddy. This account has made a Discord server, and let's just say, it's a rabbit hole I will never get out of. It's now time for our feature presentation. Feature coming straight from your server, coming gay from your server, coming, she's the one,
Coming!
the queen of only. She's groovy and never gooning. You can't get this from a repost. The sensation of your memes, the page that makes you scream. Say it with her, folks. I can't read, I'm a semi-Rina. So, how do I join the server, I hear you ask? Well, once you get to the Instagram page, you click on the link tree and then where it says Discord. So, once you join the server... Wait, what's going on? Okay, so after doing some extensive and hard reading, you will realize three things. First, you gotta click this to verify. Second, you have to follow the Save Rina account, which should be obvious by now. And three, you are not done yet. Oh, and rules, I guess. Basically, just have common sense. Don't be underage, don't try to ping the higher ups, and any attempt of reporting me to authorities will get you banned. Next, you gotta go into the roles channel and pick around the assortment of roles. The mandatory ones include pronouns, age, time zones, and... Were you involved in the incident? Trademark? Well, that's weirdly ominous, but I guess no. After those, we have the miscellaneous roles, like gaming, interest, and channel parents. But when you're down here, you have to go into the intro channel and leave a short intro about yourself. My name, John Jordan. My Instagram, damn, treat me to dinner first or something. And I guess I'll just say something vague as my about me. So now we wait for... Oh, I was already verified. Cool. Well, now we are on... what now? We have a lot to unpack here. Let's just start with the basics. The general chat. It should be self-explanatory. You chat in general. But so just don't mess around with stuff that's not safe for work or start randomly venting. Yeah, it's just uncomfortable, so if you feel like talking about that stuff, we have the event channels, so go there instead. But other than the general chat, we have a heck ton of our channels, so I'll try explain most of them briefly to not bore you. Meow channel, you say column free. Meow forum, you say column free. The cheese channel, you send cheese. I don't know what you want from me here. And I hope these other spam channels are self-explanatory with this in mind. Rage Room, the positivity channel. You spread
Joy
and
good vibes.
and that's for the however you pronounce this thing. Then we have here we have all the mainly images and audios channels. In memes, you share memes, or if you're a psychopath, you can make your own. Anime, manga, movies and shows, video games are literally just general but insert relevant topic. In the art channel, you share art, and in music, you share music. Okay, look, like half of these names are self-explanatory, and I'm just wasting my and your time by saying all this. This is what happens when you try to make a video about a topic that only 600 to 40 people will really care about, and the content overall is literally shown in the fucking server. So now, look, I really hope that I don't need to explain what these channels are for, because if you really need me to explain what the best channel is about, actually, you know what? I will. Aww. Well, now we can move on. As a side note, you need to react in the roles channel to join the specific channels, so if you don't see one, check there. So finally we're to the parts I actually want to talk about without just saying the haircut channel is just for haircut, that's obvious stuff. But in this part of the server, we can see some stuff that may look simple, but has some surprising depth to it. Let's go from the simplest to the most complex. The tarot reading channel, as it says, is the tarot reading channel. You get the tarot reading once per whenever. The question of the day channel, you get a question every day you get the point. Counting channel may sound simple at first, but when you take into account the risk of getting killed by either Danny or Merrick just by messing up a number, you kind of fear of taking a risk on that channel, you know? And now for levels. So this isn't a review of the levels channel per se, because the levels channel just shows when you level up, but I do consider levels to be one of the more complex things on the server. Well, as a former rank 2 of the server myself, I can say that leveling up is brutal, to say the least. You may think, oh, I got to level 10 in no time, but that is not even close. Oh no. And no, the XP needed is not exactly exponential. The formula for EXP requirements per level is 5 times level squared plus 50 times the level plus 100 minus the XP you already have. And you might think, oh, I will just spam. No, no, you silly goose. The Mystic Spot will only give you XP once per minute, in a range from 15 to 25 EXP. This means that it won't matter if you send 1 or 2,000 messages in the span of 1 minute, therefore capping your max EXP gain at around 1,500 EXP per hour on the high end. According to the owner herself, the overall best strategy to level up is to just spam. So the best way to do it is to get someone else to run with you and just abuse the Meow channel. While yes, you can use the counting channel as well, things can get a bit messy if you mess up the counting. So let's say your name is Sejota and your intention is to get to top 2. How long would it take? Well, the current top 2 is level 48. We'll assume that he gets more EXP but fails to get level 49 before you. Starting at 0 EXP, you will need 268,275 EXP to get to level 49. At a rate of 20 EXP per minute, it will take 13,414 minutes or 223.5 hours or around 9.3 full days without stopping sending messages. So let's say that you treat this as a full-time job and you chat every minute for 8 hours a day every day. It will still take 28 days for you to get there. So yeah, I'm not too desperate to get there anytime soon. I'm perfectly comfortable in my ranking and I will never ever aspire to such a thing as rank 2 of the server. Like, would you imagine if I was come to make an announcement? Save me, Rina's a bitch ass motherfucker. She stole my fucking wife. The little with OWO is 3 different uses you can give it. You can use it to quote unquote OWOify your messages, you can do OWO actions and the Pokemon system. I won't spend too much time here, it's literally just Pokemon. You can OWO hunt for items, you can get money from doing your OWO dailies or OWO battles, even though it's basically nothing that you get in comparison. Rinse and repeat until you manage to get enough money for a marriage ring, and then you get married, and then the owner steals your wife. So yeah, save me Rina sucks and I'm going to OWO kill the server.
Mama huevo. Digo, blu, 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 blu.
In the fishing channel, you fish. I know, crazy. You can upgrade your rod, you can get better bait, you can change the biomes. It's basically a clicking RPG. You are better off using Cookie Clicker or something. I don't know anymore. For the gambling channel, we have quite a number of ways you can earn money with. We have the put the price in the bag command, and now I will let the expert on the topic take command for a while.
Getting money can come from more sources than just putting fries in the bag. First, we have the properties, which work as a passive influx of income ranging from thousands to billions per day. You can also rob people and plan heists together. You know, the average American activities.
And, last but not least, we have the mini games, in which you can play Russian roulette, blackjack, normal roulette, or crash to gain some insane rewards. Just always remember, 99% of gamblers quit before they win their first $50 trillion.
Yeah, either that or roleplay as if it was grow a garden on a Discord server. You can also beg or pray that you randomly get $1 trillion gifted by any of the tops of the server out of pity.
I pulled a...
And now, for the final and most complex of the bots channel, we have Mudai. God, where do I even begin? If you played any gacha game ever, you will know immediately how this works. If not, I will explain briefly. Every hour you get to do $MX 10 times, pulling 10 characters from every pool. And yes, it does have every character available, from Hatsune Miku to Popular Boy. So in a way, the bot seems simple at first. You can claim a character every 3 hours and roll every hour. So you can roll up to 240 characters per day and claim 8 out of those. But there's also Kakera, the currency of this bot. You can get it from doing $DK once a day, or divorcing characters which you will lose, or by leveling up your badges and... Look man, the thing about this bot is that it is as frustrating as any gacha game. You can get more rolls, boost your chances of getting X character that you want, get more Kakera out of your claims, but 90% of the time is, oh, Mudae sucks. It killed me wife and took me son. But on the other hand, if you're lucky and get the character you want, it feels like, oh, Mudae is
Great.
it
Gave me a
wife and
got back me.
son. So your experience will depend entirely on luck. Just like wait, we have a gambling bot. So what's the point of... But that covers about everything there is to know about the server's basics and the day-to-day stuff you may find, I think. We also, once every blue moon, have events, which sometimes exposes stuff, like the fact that some people believe that the owner of the Save Me Rina account is not Rina but Sejota. I found you, faker!
Faker? I think you're the fake Save Me Rina around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Huh? You're not even good enough
I'll
to be
capture
my
you to
face.
say those words. Anyways, just to make sure I don't leave nothing unattended before the end of the video, here's the last channels I may have missed. The new boss channel, Life is Pain, released me from this eternal suffering of the oh my god Rina hi! Follower Friday, where you give a suggestion to the hit Save Me Rina account, which has a Save Me Rillion followers, to make a meme on Friday with your caption. The General 18 and SNFW channels, which are another general in which you can safely say mature stuff like big boobs cat gif or sex gifs. Just don't be a moron and actually send stuff no one wants to see. I don't even know why I have to tell you this. Then we have the vent and confession channels and the advice channels, and we are done! Oh, and I guess the booster chat, but that's accessible by just a small group of the members and no one even talks them. But you should totally boost though. I assure you that's the best thing you can do. It changed my life around for the better. Before boosting, I was roaming the streets, scavenging for food and barely living my life. Now it's about the same, but I have a flashy color thing, but yeah, that's about it. The server is really active both in members and in moderation, so if you ever feel like you wanna talk to someone new, why not join?